Hey guys, today I wanted to do a video on the Rock Island 1911. I have recently picked this up, had it for a little less than a month, and when I was doing my research on it before I got it, I noticed that there's really not that many Rock Island reviews on there or anything on there, so I want to put this up and talk about the things I really like about it and the things that Rock Island really needs to do better and really needs to change. Overall, I'm incredibly happy with it. Things that I found really impressive was after shooting multiple mags, maybe 30 rounds, maybe a little bit more, rapid fire where you just constantly, don't let the guns stop for a minute, drop mag, put another one in, keep doing that until you're empty. The barrel, I can literally just squeeze it, and it's barely warm. It's incredible. I was really happily surprised about that. I was not expecting to have a barrel stay that cool, especially on a handgun. I have a 9mm, the M&P Shield. Not a fan. I'll do a video on that, but I'm really not a fan of it. And that gun heats up like no tomorrow. So that's one thing. Rock Island, whatever you're doing, that's awesome. So talk about price on this. I paid, I live in California, and that sucks as it is, but I went into my local gun shop, I used to work at, and they had one of these in stock. It was an older model. It still had the billboard right across there, which I am not a fan of, but for the price I was going to get it at, who cares? It's paint over it, do something. But my old boss, when he found out that they put that aside so I got my paycheck, well, he wasn't happy about that and sold that the first chance he got. So I had to go order this one, and it was a little hectic finding it, but I paid $4.75 for the handgun on Guns America, I believe it was. That's a good site. Shipped from Arizona. So I had to pay $30 for them to ship it, $25 for my store to receive it. Then from there, I had to pay the California sales tax and $25 for the background check. So after everything, it came out at just under $600. And $600 for the features that you get on this it's really nice. So yes, it's clear. I'll talk about also the upgrades I did on this. Sorry, guys. So what you get, the beaver tail, really nice beaver tail. I've heard with a lot of companies, mainly Taurus, that it takes a death grip to squeeze that in. This one, it's not bad. The trigger on it, it's a really crisp trigger. It does have a little bit of sponginess, and that's where that screw comes in handy right there to fix that. So I might get to eventually. It is a little beveled right there. Not much, but it is, and that does help a lot. You have a checkered back strap right there, which is very comfortable. And this actually came with two sets of grips. These are a rubberized and checkered. They're very comfortable to shoot with, and they say, I don't know if you see it, but they have the Rock Island logo right there. The other one it came with were really not that great. I shot with them, and I took them off after just a few rounds because I really was not impressed. Just regular plain Jane wood, nothing special. Really, that's one thing I like about Rock Island was they actually came with the second pair. Now, I did buy a second pair of grips, they look nice, and I thought they'd work. They are nice, but they don't have the grip that this one does. These are actually from Ruger, shopruger.com. They're laminated and have a really nice finish on them, walnut. They are really nice, they do have a good grip. I might put these back on eventually. Or I might just have get a nicer quality 1911 put them on there and have it just kind of for looks. But they are a gloss finish on there, as you can see, the reflection. They are really nice, though. They are incredibly beautiful, really good quality. See right there. So Alamont Company, made in USA, distributed by Ruger. So, let's see. One other thing I noticed was that the barrel has a little bit of a crown. Nothing to write home about. But all right. Other features that you get with this, that you get with a custom style, is you get the ambidextrous safety. And it is, well, I'm trying to do this one hand. I have really weak hands from a back injury. They're nice. Things I don't like. Number one, it is a cheap gun. I'd say the worst thing about this is the finish. There's been several spots I cleaned them up but what was bad about them is that I was just racking the slide, and part of the finish just kind of wiped off on my thumb. I was not happy about that. There's been a couple times where just taking it in and out of the box, which is it's a foam case, or it's the hard case with the foam insert in it, and some sections up here they just wiped off, and I'm not happy about that. It's not something that it's not something I want with that. But I'm playing Cerakote anyway, so that's not really the end of the world. I am a bit of a perfectionist. I like things looking nice. I like taking care of my stuff, so seeing that is kind of disappointing. But oh yeah, one thing also, magazines. I forgot to bring this up. It comes with one mag. And this is an Armscor mag, or it's an Act mag, made in Italy. But it's distributed by the Armscor company. This is the one that comes with this. This one loads incredibly nicely. It's a very nice, very smooth operating mag. Loading it is just from taking it out of the box, first 8 rounds put in it, did not have a single issue with it being too tight. Will that spring hold up? Will it give out on me in the next few years? Maybe, but it's not like it's a $3 fix either. I bought these 2 mags from Midway. These are clearance. These are from Metgar, I think it is. They're not bad. They're matte finish. They're cheap. I mean, they're on clearance. I paid like $11 for them, so I bought 2 of them, and I went on 3 days later. The price dropped down to $9.25, and I haven't checked since. That was early March 2016. So if you can find them, perfect. I'd get them. They are definitely good quality mags. Haven't really had any issues with them. Alright, other things I don't like about this. One thing I'm not too crazy about this. The front strap right here. It's just got those lines. It's just shooting it. It just feels a little funky. I would have either just left it plain or done, which I know this is a little bit more expensive, but the full checkering down there, a little bit extra grip. I'll let you decide what's better. This one, I don't know what it is. It just feels a little off when I'm shooting, but it's really not that big of a thing. I'd say the biggest downfall, besides the finish, are the sights that Rock Island throws in. Yes, they are Novak style. They aren't. They differ, and I'll explain that. But they are just kind of cheap. They come with 2 holes drilled in the back, but they're not painted in. And then same up here. And if you look, when I painted them in, ad is off center like a mother. It's crazy. It's weird. It's really weird shooting with them. They don't line up. So eventually I will change those out. But when you change them out, one thing you have to be careful of is you're either going to do a lot of machining or find someone that knows what they're doing, or what you can do is buy Armscore style sights. But with the front sight, it's drilled a little deeper than the other ones. So one thing you have to do is either get some JB Weld, put it on the bottom and fit it, or sand underneath the sight to get them to fit. Rear sight, there is no problem from what I've been told, but the front sight, you have to do something about it. What's that company? One of the Israeli companies. I forget the name. They have a pair of night sights that they're specific arm score, and so they'll fit right in. They're night sights, green dots. So I'm eventually going to be getting those. Money's a little bit tight right now, as most people understand. One other thing, and I would contribute this to the ammo itself, is I noticed when I was on the range, and I tried this with 2 rounds just to see if they both did it. I'm going to take it because it's aluminum case. It's Blazer. So these are, the regular 45 round. And then I noticed once they chamber, they get pushed in the case pretty far. And I do apologize that my camera's not focusing, but most people might not think that's a bad thing, but, hold on. So it does sit in there a little bit, and that could lead to a pretty bad failure if not treated right. So just be careful of that. I've tried it with brass. It doesn't happen with brass. So just be careful when shooting aluminum, especially Blazer. They are cheaper, so just be careful there. But overall, I'm really impressed with this. Shooting it, I've put about 300-400 rounds through it. It shoots really nicely. It really does. It's got a nice clean break on it. Oh, that's one other thing I was going to tell you about. After I got it, I went and took the entire thing apart. I put all right down into the mag well with triggers and everything. I put some brake cleaner in there, and wow, did that clean up that trigger. Took a lot of the grit out of there. Also, after shooting it the first time, I took the slide off and took basically one of those plastic dental pick styles to clean up the rails, get all the gunk outside there. I took a nylon and a brass bristle brush with some hops oil and just cleaned all the rails inside the slide and on the frame. And then I took some rum oil and put it on the slide. I actually have some grease on here right now, and it polishes up nicely. It really I know you're hearing it, you're not feeling it, but it's a huge difference in when you pull it out of the box. It really is. So that's one thing I'd recommend doing if you get one. And that the barrel's nice, and that's one other thing with the finish. I'm not going to take this down right now, but when I was cleaning the barrel on how it's polished all on here on the back side, right on this side of the barrel, it had a finish on it. Like if you see how the finish is on here, it's got that all on the back side here. Well, when I was cleaning it, just wiping everything down, a lot of that finish rubbed off, like what I was talking about. So that's one thing you gotta be careful of. And this is, like I said, this isn't too bad. I'll just polish this up too, but right there. I do apologize for not focusing by that speck. That was there. That was there when I pulled out of the box. And just like a chip out of the finish on the barrel. I'm not too concerned, but like I said, you pay money for something, you'd like it to be nice. But overall, I'm really happy, and thank you, Armscore, for finally getting this right and putting the logo right there instead of having a billboard. But if you have any questions, let me know. I'll have more videos of this coming up soon. I'll have the Cerakote job coming up soon. I'll have a bunch more videos coming up. Hopefully, I'll have an M9 video coming up soon. Maybe C75, I don't know yet. But Till then, if you have any questions, just message me, put them in the comments, let me know. I'll respond as soon as I can. But until then, guys, have a great day. Stay safe shooting.